told me never lose, cause baby you a winner. I was looking around this block, he was working on my Twitter. At the top with the Glocks, nigga taking babysitter.
Hey guys, Angelina here. Welcome back, or welcome to my YouTube channel. And today's gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about something that happened and something that's still happening really around this whole world. But I want to talk about my experience and maybe just some remedies just to help out. But basically, I tested positive for COVID. And I wanted to talk about kind of first where I got it, how it really felt, I guess you can say, like the symptoms and all that stuff day by day. I have it in my notes right here because I wanted to keep track because I knew I was gonna end up making this video. And then just talk because people don't really understand or believe in this stuff, which I totally understand. But first, let's just start on how I got it. I'm doing better now, but whenever I did have it. So basically, day one was really just runny nose and congestion. And I had a little bit of runny nose and congestion before I even found out. But really what happened was my coworker got tested, or she tested positive for COVID, and then a day or two after that is when things started getting bad, and I ended up getting tested and all that stuff. So basically, first symptoms were runny nose and congestion, which I just thought were allergies. Apparently that happens to a lot of people. They think it's just allergies and it's really not, which I didn't know until after I had tested positive and told people about it and this stuff. But so day two, I think this is the day before I got tested. So I had more congestion, and then I started to get a cough, but again I thought it was my allergies because the cough was coming from an itchy throat, but technically it was dry cough. So that was kind of day two before I went to go get tested. And day three I was supposed to go into work, which I didn't end up having a full day of work, but I let my manager know how I was feeling. This day I think I took my temperature and it hit about 99.6. Yeah, it hit about 99.6, which technically isn't a fever, but it's still higher than normal for me at least. For some people maybe your temperature's in the 99s, but me, no. But basically, let's see, day three, yeah, so I ended up not going into work and I got tested that day immediately. I'm gonna insert a clip right here of whenever I got tested, so just watch that wherever it is.
Tilt your head back, look straight ahead, uncomfortable for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Thank you, Ms. Angelina. Have a good day, sweetheart.
Thank you. Oh my god, shit, that fucking hurt, bruh. Y'all, oh my god. Oh. Hold up. Let me turn my brightness up real quick because it was rough. Oh my god. Okay. Again, yeah, this is whenever my headache came and my throat started to hurt. I did feel pretty bad. Another thing is my taste and smell did go away. I was eating some chicken noodle soup and I was on the phone with somebody and I was like, well, I can't taste it. And whenever I noticed my smell was gone, I was in the shower and I was trying to go smell some new body wash that we got. Went to smell it and couldn't smell any of it. So that's how that went. At that point is when I kind of realized, like, you know, I probably have it. But that night is whenever I got the chills. So it was really bad, actually. Or I was asleep. This is how I explained it. I was asleep. I'd wake up feeling just super sweaty and hot, and as soon as I would take my covers off just to cool off, I'd just be cold immediately. And apparently that's the chills. I thought the chills were just whenever you kind of get the chills. But yeah, so that was my day 3. Day 4 was really the worst. My head was pounding horribly. And that was actually my friend's first symptoms, was a really bad headache, and she said to watch out for it. So at this point I felt like I kind of knew that, you know, I might actually test positive for this, but I wanted to think more on the good side and say maybe I'm just a little sick. But I feel like in the back of my mind I kind of knew that I was gonna test positive. But yeah, day 4, just my head was pounding really bad. I couldn't look into light. Like I have a ring light shining on me right now. This would kill me right now. I couldn't look onto my phone unless my brightness was completely all the way down. The back of my eyes were hurting. I think my temperature actually hit 99.9 that night. But yeah, that was day 4, which was the worst of it all. And I think after this I kind of just chilled out for a little bit. But the whole headache thing and before, like whenever I took my temperature and it was 99.9, that's as soon as I took some Tylenol, which brought the temperature down to around 98.7-ish. And then it made my headache go away. I could just sleep a little bit better through the night, but I still woke up hot and cold and this stuff. But you know, it just happened, I guess. Day 5 wasn't as bad. I'm going to insert the picture of my positive test result just so nobody sees that I'm bullshitting with them. Or not sees that I'm bullshitting. Nobody thinks that I'm bullshitting with them. I didn't have a fever, but I still had a sore throat and a headache throughout that day. So really the sore throat was, I mean, it was kind of bad, but it wasn't at the same time. And then the headache, it was weird. It was kind of like it would come, I'd feel it, and then it would kind of go, and then that would happen again. It'd be back and forth. But with the sore throat, I didn't end up taking any, I think it's called Theraflu or something like that. I didn't end up drinking any of it, but I've heard that it helps a lot. Day 6, super simple. I think this was really the last day I had any symptoms, if that's what you would even call it. Basically, one thing happened and that was it. Maybe I had a little headache throughout the day, but that was it. I was making breakfast and I was like cutting up my strawberries, and like towards the end of everything, I just had this whole wave of like heat, and it went through my face. I could feel it in my ears and then my shoulders. And it was just a whole wave of heat, and then I just get super lightheaded and my vision would kind of like go out. So I had to literally just sit down where I was, and that happened like 2 or 3 times. And then I have no idea if that has anything to do with COVID or anything at all, but it's just something that happened. And then ever since, I've been pretty good. I mean, this is day 4 for me without any symptoms. I still need to go get retested and see if I come up negative, but I'm just gonna wait the full 14 days just so I can be safe. And I have to get 2 tests really to go back into work, and I have to bring 2 negative tests back, so we'll see how that goes. But really that was all, like that was my personal story. I know for other people it's worse. My family is actually going through, some of my family is going through COVID right now. Some of my family's in the hospital on a respirator, and I think people really just don't realize how serious this stuff actually is. I posted on my TikTok about it actually, and I had a few people that commented saying like COVID's all BS. Well, high key, I mean, I thought it was BS too, but until you actually get it, you don't really realize how bad it actually is. And I was one of the easy cases. I was one of the simple cases. It's so much worse for other people that are in the hospital and on respirators and stuff like that. Like, people's family members are passing away because of this. Luckily, I'm younger and I'm healthy. I don't have any health issues or anything like that. But seriously, guys, I mean, wear your masks at least. I mean, I've heard multiple times that masks don't even help anything, but you never know. I mean, just mask up. If you want to wear gloves, go ahead. I haven't gone out to any stores, but you know, I will eventually, and whenever I do, at least I will wear a mask. Hand sanitizer, sanitize everything that you're using. You know, just be careful because this stuff is serious. And whenever you get it, you get it. And it could either be a few days like mine was, or you could be dealing with this stuff for months like other people that are in the hospital with it. It's crazy, and 2020 has literally been insane, but I pray for anybody's family, including mine, that is dealing with this stuff and is in the hospital. But yes, if you are dealing with this stuff, even if you can't taste your chicken noodle soup or your ice cream, it'll make your throat feel a lot better. If you have a fever, you have a headache, take Tylenol, because it really helped with my fever and my headache. Again, I heard Theraflu. I forgot what it's actually called. I think that's what it's called though. It's close to that at least. But just do what you can to make yourself feel better, because without any kind of remedies at all, it kind of just be hell. So some questions that people had was, you know, like, what were my first symptoms? My first symptoms were congestion and runny nose. My coworker's first symptoms was a really bad headache, so I think it's different for everybody. The second question basically was, how did it feel? I mean, I kind of just went over how everything felt, so I mean, I guess that question's already answered. But and then question 3, somebody asked if I had any like breathing problems, which no, I didn't really have any breathing problems. Mainly, I think I had it once, but that was it. It was one of the days my chest was just feeling, I had a little bit of pressure in my chest and it was kind of hurting. But I was walking to the living room and I was wearing a mask because I didn't want my family to like get sick from me, or just prevent it a little bit more, you know. But I was wearing my mask, and I think that was part of it, because I can't really breathe in my mask. But I had to step outside and step in the backyard and take my mask off, and it was really hard for me to breathe. I was like heavily breathing and my chest was pounding. But I know, again, there's a lot of people that are on respirators in the hospital, considering COVID is a respiratory sickness, really. So it messes with your lungs and all that stuff. But again, luckily I'm young and I'm healthy. I don't have any health problems, but there's other people out there that are having full-on problems. So just stay inside. Seriously, it's not that hard. We're already in wave 2 of this stuff here in Texas. It's crazy. I just want it to pass, really, but I'm sure everybody wants it to pass. I don't know, y'all, just stay safe. And obviously if I missed anything, I'll probably record a little snippet of it and me talking about it, but just hear me out, because I'm not even trying to bullshit with anybody. Anyways, guys, this was more of a serious video, and maybe I'm gonna try to make my next video a little bit more positive. But I'm gonna be home for the next 10 days, so I'll have a chance to make a few videos for the next couple weeks, I guess. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. I hope you learned something from it or took something from it. But just stay safe, keep your masks on, and let's just get through this fucking year together, because obviously 2020 is insane. But thank you guys for watching. Like, you can dislike, unlike, whatever you stupidos want to do. Comment, subscribe, leave some comments under my videos. I never get them, but just leave me some video ideas, anything that you guys want to see. I'll work on it, or you can just snap me or Instagram or anything like that. Just let me know. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, sis.
I'm like some motherfucker.